Hey guys, Carrick here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Chou Kyodai Yoroi Deluxe Suika arms from Kamen Rider Gaim. This is a unique arms that can transform between 3 modes and is compatible with the arms change figures. So this includes 2 things: the Suika arm itself and a Kamen Rider Gaim figure. So to start, we'll take a look at the Suika arms. So the Suika arms is based on a watermelon, and as can be seen, it is much larger than any other arms. For a size comparison, here it is next to the orange arms. As you can see, it's so big that you could actually fit the orange arms inside here, and possibly a couple of other arms, just because of how much space is actually inside this. The main body is made of metallic green plastic, with lots of matte black paint apps. And you'll see a lot of textured detail, especially on the parts that are painted black, to give it that look of the black stripes or kind of darker green stripes that watermelons often have. You'll see various studded details along the sides. A little bit of gold paint down here for what will eventually be the knees of the Yoroi mode. See the back part here, which has no paint, which is a bit disappointing, but you're not often going to look at it from the back. And then we have the stock here, which is basically the helmet piece with the weapon attached on top. However, it's cleverly painted in this way to look like the stalk and stem of a watermelon. It has a little bit of a squiggle to it, as the watermelon grows from a vine, and so it's not completely straight. Then we have the included Gaim figure, which is different from the figure you get in AC01 Gaim Orange Arms in quite a lot of ways. The first thing you'll notice is that while it has the same base plastic, there is not much paint. The only paint on the figure is on the head, with the gold for the forehead crest, the visor, which is actually permanently painted in red, then the silver above the visor, and the silver for the mouth plate. It also has very limited articulation. You can only rotate the arms 360 degrees, and rotate the legs at the thigh. You still have the Sengoku driver detailed on there. You also see on the back that there is a small clip attached to the back. And this is for compatibility with the Suika arms. For comparison, here he is next to AC01's Gaim. And see, basically the only stuff that they really have in common would be that torso piece. Because as you can see, it does have the same details, and even has the little clips for attaching on arms. However, doing so would be a bit troublesome because, as you can see, the slit on the side of the head actually doesn't go as far in as the one on the regular Gaim, so if you tried sticking on the normal arms, the helmet piece wouldn't go on all the way. And so we can now go into the different modes of the Suika arms. We'll start with Yoroi mode. So to get this started, take off the stock, and take the Gaim figure, place him inside legs first. Before doing that, you'll see a little clip right here on the inside. So you're going to want to take the figure, place him inside, then snap the clip on his back into place, like so. Then, start the transformation. First thing to do is to fold up these parts, fold out the back, and reach back here, and fold down the legs, like so. and fold down the feet. Next, I'm gonna take these side panels and unclip them. Raise them up like so. Close this back down. And take the legs and split them apart like so. Take the arms and fold them down. Fold in these two panels on the shin guards, or the thigh armor. And you'll take the shoulder pads, take this bottom panel, and fold it up like so. It'll click into place. Do the same on the other side. And take this front panel, fold this piece up like so. Fold these two pieces inward. Fold it down. We'll take this, remove the top part, and you have the helmet piece. Place it on top and connect it back here via this clip. Then, take the weapon, the Suika Sojinto, fold it out like so. Take one arm, raise it upwards, and fold out the hands. You'll see a little bar in here, and a little slot here. So you want to line up the railing like so. And close down the fist on it, just like that. And there you have Gaim Suika Arms, Yoroi mode, or armor mode. So as can be seen, in Yoroi mode, the Suika Arms is a large suit of samurai armor, kind of like a robotic exoskeleton. Looking at the helmet piece, see it has various gold and silver details, as well as a crest that resembles a watermelon slice. And you can actually see the visor painted on in there. Though the head has no articulation, and because of the way it clips in, even if it did, you wouldn't be able to move it. Got the new details on the chest plate, on the chest plate here. Got the legs down here, which have black and red paint. Then red plastic for the feet. You have the arms here, which are done in red and black with green fists. And you actually see that on the forearms it has the same cloud pattern that Gaim normally has. Got the standard Gaim knee pads here. The shoulder pads here, which are adjustable and can also be rotated. And the Suika Sojinto, which has a design like two watermelon slices. Now additionally, this is compatible with the Arms Change series figures. So, to put one of them in here is a pretty simple process. First you'll want to open it up, just like so. Remove the figure. Then you'll take your Arms Change figure. You'll see that there are two holes in the bottom of the feet, and two pegs down here. And actually now we can take a look at the inside of the armor. What you'll notice is that now taking a look at the armor on the inside, you'll see a lot of red plastic. And that actually is quite clever, as it reflects how watermelons are green on the outside, red on the inside. You actually see these little details for where seeds would be. So it really is a lot of nice and clever attention to detail. So, put in an arm string figure, just take it and line up the feet with the pegs. Make sure it's securely pegged into place on both of them. Just like so. You're going to fold it back up, like so. And one thing I like to do when using an arm change figure is fold out these panels and then fold it in like so. That way you can actually see more of the rider inside. And I only like to do that when using an actual arm change figure, because when using with the kind of substitute or kind of placeholder Gaim figure comes with, you really only see the metallic dark blue plastic. And then you can put it on the helmet, and as you can actually see in here, it has its own visor piece. So when you place it on, that new visor is visible within the helmet. And so there you have that. Now, as far as the articulation goes, it's mostly in the arms. You can, like I showed earlier, move the shoulders up and down. And the shoulders are on rest joints, so they can go in and out. Have a single joint at the elbow. A bicep swivel, or more of a forearm swivel. Wrist rotation. And then the four fingers are on a single hinge. So there's that. Moving on. Next is gyro mode. So for that, what I'm going to do is take out the Suika Sojin toe and remove the helmet piece. Next, you're going to want to take this piece and raise it up like so. Fold these out. Basically revert it back to having it like this. Then you're going to take these pieces and fold them back out. And down here at the legs, fold in the feet. Fold them back one click so that they're like so. And fold down the thigh armor so it looks like this. And set it down there. Then the next step is a little bit tricky, but what you want to do is basically get the hands into these grips here. So the easy thing I find to do is to take them and line them up about like so. Pull them through. Then close down the hands like that. The same on the other side. Open the hand, pull through, close it down, and then kind of push him back against the backing there. Then straighten out the fists and open them up like so to have the fingers pointing forward. Next, rotate these panels down. Take this piece, rotate it down like so. Then, take the weapon piece and put it on the helmet. Just like so. Then, take it and put it here on this peg back there. And there you have Gaim Suika Arms Gyro mode. So in this mode it has flight and battle capabilities. As you can see, there are a couple of gyro rotors in here. And one way I like to display them is to actually have them kind of rotated forward a little bit like so. They're still kind of facing downward, but you can actually see the rotors in there. It's got this little screen where Gaim can see through. And then the arms become like Gatling cannons. I find this a pretty unique and rather creative mode. And it's quite interesting to display. And like this, I said you can kind of move these around. You can also still move around the cannons. And you can actually move them along with Gaim's shoulders, as that actually lines up quite well. Of course, you still can rotate the wrists. So you don't have to keep it like in one static pose. You can still get some posing while in this mode. And then third is Odama mode. And to do that, we basically have to revert it just about back to the fruit mode. So remove Gaim's arms there, put them by the side. Fold in these, like so, that they're down here. Fold this up here. Fold in the feet. Close the legs together. And then because of the articulation, Gaim can do that easily, or any of the arms change figures, because of the way the articulation works and because there is enough space for that. And fold this down like so. Fold the side panels down, click them into place. Fold this like that. Fold these in like so. And there you have Gaim's Suika arms, Odama mode. This is basically just Gaim in the actual Suika arms in the fruit mode. However, like in the show, you can somewhat roll it along. So you need to get a little bit of momentum going. And the figure will still stay in place because of the little pegs there. So if you had like some small figures or like a simple figure like this, you just set up, get it standing, and then kind of bowl it over like Gaim does in the show. So while it probably doesn't intend for you to do it like that, it is an option you can do. And another option is that you can put on the helmet like so. So you can have him like that. Though you can actually have it facing the right way. All you have to do is remove the head, and of course that is easy because it's on a ball joint. Yes, do that. Then peg the stem into place. And you have it like this, with a figure inside. And because it goes over there, you can't really tell that the figure doesn't have a head. You just have to make sure not to lose the head. Then when you're all done, you can unpeg the figure and remove him, just like that. So overall, the Deluxe Suika Arms is a very fun toy. It's really impressive the amount of detail they put into it, and especially with this size, it is nice that it has these three modes, and that, you know, even though this is the kind of thing you'd expect to be a brick, it does have some articulation, like, not too much, as the legs don't really have any articulation, besides the joints for transformation. But there is actually some articulation in the arms and in the shoulders. And technically, if you wanted to, you could have this on here, and you didn't. And if you have an actual arm change figure in there, you can get some head articulation, just as long as you don't have this pegged into the back. So there's that. I find the Odama mode, well, rather the Gyro mode, to also be quite creative, and it is nice that if you have an arm change figure there, you can also get a little bit of articulation and posability there. And of course, while the Odama mode is not something that has any articulation, it is still interesting that while it does have all these various bumps and joints, it is still possible to roll it and not have pieces come falling off. And this being Bandai, many of these pieces are on the kind of joints where if you actually accidentally snap them off, you can just kind of snap them back on. So this is the kind of thing where you don't have to worry too much about trying to be really careful with it. The only thing I'd say is never pick it up by this part, as you can see there, this is not a strong enough joint to hold it. So make sure you're always holding it by the actual body itself, never by the stock. And it is cool that it comes with its own little Gaim figure as a kind of placeholder if you don't have one. Of course, like I said, you can use any arm change figure in there. And it is possible to display it in such a way that you can actually see the figure inside. So overall, this is a very fun toy and a very fun kind of addition or accessory for the arm change series. And it makes sense, as this is basically the super machine for Gaim, just like the Power Dizer was for Force A, the Wizard Driver, Wizard Dragon was for Wizard, and Trideron is for Drive. So if you're interested in a fun Transformer toy that is compatible with your arm change figures, I definitely recommend this, as long as you can get it for a good price, as the base price was 5,800 yen, but aftermarket prices, well, they do vary. If you can find it for around the original price, which I guess nowadays would be about $55, or a little bit more, it's best if you can find it for less than the original price. And I would say definitely pick this up, because this is a very fun toy and a very nice accessory to the arm change series. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos, as well as my Facebook page. And for now, this is KRX50, riding off.